You only need 4 mindset shifts to turn your life around. If you don't know where to start, or if you just want to take your self love journey up a notch, these 4 rules are going to be a massive help. Hi everyone, my name is Shivangi and thank you for clicking into this video. So, I recently read the book The 4 Agreements by Don Miguel Ruiz. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Fastest I have ever finished any book in my life. And a lot of what I talk about in this video is only just a fraction of what I have read in the book. So if you haven't read the book, I highly recommend you read it. Whether you are a noob or you are advanced in this whole self-love journey and self-improvement journey and you know a lot of things, I still say you read it. It's a really small book and I freaking love the book. Now, the book has a lot of key concepts. It goes into really depth about a lot of different things. But I'm going to be primarily speaking about the 4 rules that the book talks about and about the mitote that the book talks about. So, the book says that we live in a world which is engulfed in mitote, which basically means maya in Sanskrit or illusion. So everything that we see around us, everything that we experience, it's nothing short of an illusion. We humans are domesticated. We do not have an opinion of our own. We act like a puppet, which is run by the rules and regulations that the society, our parents, our teachers, our friends have imposed upon us ever since we were young. But to break that pattern of domestication, the book suggests that you only need 4 agreements. So the first one of those agreements is be impeccable with your word. We more often than not say things just for the sake of it. We do not mean it. For example, कभी-कभी हम गुस्से में चीजें कह देते हैं and then we say, oh, I didn't mean it. Here's the thing. When you say something negative to yourself, your mind doesn't know the difference between what is a reality and what is a mockery. So even if you mockingly say to yourself that, oh, I'm so stupid, your mind will think that you're stupid. If you continue to say it over and over again, you will feel stupid. It says that our words are like spells. We can cast black magic with our spells when we use them negatively towards other people. Most of the times we do use it towards other people when we are angry or we are upset with other people. Do you know how draining it is to gossip every time that we sit with a group of people? It's like we avoid speaking anything meaningful as if it is gonna hurt us, and that's why we just direct that hurt toward by talking about other people and not even good stuff. We talk smack about other people. The thing is, your words carry energy. Your words carry weight. They are powerful. You know, जब हम कहते हैं ना कि सोच समझ के बात क्या करो, भगवान ने हमको एक मुंह दिया है और 2 कान दिए हैं so that we can listen more and we can talk less. But we often do the opposite of that. We talk, we are blabbermouths and we don't even listen to the other person. Words are like a one-time investment. आप एक बार किसी से कोई बात कह दोगे, if that person is hurt, that person is hurt. You can't just mask it up with a sorry because it doesn't work that way. You're just covering it up. It takes so much time for a person to forgive someone just for something rude that they said. So the thing is, we need to be mindful of our words. I have done this countless number of times where every time we friends sit together or I am sitting with my mom, we just tend to bring up gossip because we have nothing to talk about. We have nothing meaningful to talk about and we just randomly bring out gossips about people in our neighborhood. And that is not how a healthy conversation goes. A healthy conversation is somewhere which leaves you fulfilled, which leaves you feeling good and inspired, and the fact that you have learned something from that conversation. When we are investing so much of our energy into talking smack about other people, it is just draining ourselves. We, at the end of the day, end up feeling bad about ourselves. Because when we say that, oh, that person is dressed like that, oh, she's doing that, she's not good enough, deep down, I guess we all have our own insecurities, and that's why we talk about other people to mask our own insecurities. Because if we have a deep conversation, what if something that we don't like, a point that triggers us, comes up, and then we have to talk about it? So why not just mask it all up by talking about random people, about random shit that they did that doesn't even concerns us? Now I'm slowly refraining from doing that because I realize that it's draining me. And as I am refraining from it, I have been doing this for like a month or so. I feel good because now I talk less because there is not much to talk about with people. except for, I realized that majority of the time that I was talking with some people, we were actually gossiping about people. So as soon as the gossiping goes away, we just don't have much to talk about. And trust me, aside from the gossiping, all the other stuff that you can talk about to a person, the more that stuff increases, you'll realize that your connection is more stronger with that person. The key takeaway is refrain from lying and use your words to spread positivity and kindness. When you get up with that intention that today I'm gonna speak with positivity, speak with kindness, and speak with love, you will refrain from using cuss words or words that just don't align with that vibrational frequency. Second agreement is don't take anything personally. This one is my freaking personal favorite. This is already something that I have spoken briefly in my other videos, I guess. This rule is literal mental freedom. Aapko pata hai, we have this need deep inside our hearts to change other people around us, to change them for the better, to change their lives, to fix stuff, to make it like how we like it and not letting people who they are. We take ourselves way too seriously. That person doesn't like me because I did that. That person is staring at me because I'm dressed inappropriately. Have we ever stopped to think that maybe our actions are not what causes other people to treat us in a certain way? Maybe it's their own life, maybe it's their own reality, maybe they are dealing with some shit, that's why they treat other people in a certain kind of way. When people say some stupid random shit to you and it's rude and you end up taking it personally and believing it, now you feel the need to defend it. If somebody comes to your face and calls you an idiot, and you just randomly get offended because thinking that, oh, that person called me an idiot, I must be an idiot. But I'm not an idiot. And now you'll start to defend yourself against that person with your own opinions, and now you're just blabbering and exchanging negative energy along with each other, and now you end up feeling bad and drained. All because you felt the need to be right. Within this agreement, I think comes another really important thing, and that is the need for validation. We expect people to tell us the truth. We expect people to tell us that how good we are, how phenomenal we are. How can we expect people to tell us that? Because probably deep down we know that we are, but we just need that stupid validation. And if we don't get that, we suddenly start questioning ourselves that maybe I'm not all that. But how can you say that? These people don't even tell themselves the truth. People lie to themselves. How do you expect them to tell you the truth and they are afraid of their own insecurities? You can't expect them to tell you the truth or give you the damn validation. Just think about it. जब लोग आप पर गुस्सा हो जाते हैं बिना वजह and you just can't figure it out कि अरे मैंने क्या कर दिया that this person is freaking mad at me. So maybe pause, think कि शायद उस बंदे की लाइफ में कुछ चल रहा होगा. That person might be going through some rough shit to take it out on me when I haven't done anything. Because just think about it. A kind, loving, calm person जिसकी लाइफ ठीक ठाक चल रही है, जो अपनी लाइफ से खुश है, वो क्यों ही आप पर गुस्सा करेगा? Even if you made a mistake, I think that person, I believe that that person will never yell at you, will never be rude to you, will never criticize you. Yes, that person may be upset, that person will make you understand, but that person will never treat you with hatred, because that person is happy inside, is calm inside. So don't take it personal. आपकी गलती नहीं है. People are living in their own dream, they are living in their own mental reality where things are going rough for them. So even if they treat you poorly, it's not your fault. I think ये चीज़ positive चीज़ के लिए भी आ जाती है. If somebody is telling you that you are phenomenal, I don't think you should believe that. They are not telling you you're phenomenal because you are phenomenal. You might be. You know that. You know you're phenomenal. Nobody needs to tell you that you're phenomenal, and you do not need to believe anybody that tells you you're phenomenal, because you know you're phenomenal. Not taking anything personally makes you humble, because you know yourself and you're assured. You don't need to take anybody's negative opinions or anybody's positive opinion. The third agreement is stop making assumptions. I said that. Just stop assuming shit. I have said it in another one of my videos, I don't know, but this is something that I have learned before I read this book, and I now swear by this. Please, for the love of God, stop assuming shit. आपको पता है ओवर थिंकिंग मेजोरिटी ऑफ द टाइम हमारे खुद के फॉल्स अजम्पशंस की वजह से होता है.
Oh, they didn't invite me to the party. Maybe they don't like me. Oh, the teacher never talked to me. He doesn't knows my name. Maybe he doesn't likes me. Maybe he's gonna fail me in my test. What am I gonna do? How am I gonna get a job? What are my parents gonna say? They're gonna throw me out of the house.
Yes, see, the spiral freaking continues. When we assume shit, we create unnecessary buzzard in our life. Why not just ask the question? The teacher doesn't knows my name. Okay, instead of assuming shit, let me just go and introduce myself. That is my name. Let me make an effort from my side. If nothing works, then nothing works. I don't need him to like me. I'll do my best and I'll see where I can get. वो कहते हैं ना, be curious, ask questions. वही करो, just ask. Whenever you are thinking कि maybe something's not right, maybe that person is angry with me, just take a pause. Gently ask that person, hey, is everything all right between us? Is something wrong? Have I done something to upset you? This actually happened to me once when I was traveling. I met this girl. We became good friends throughout the trip. And for a while, I was really quiet. I wasn't talking to her really. Not because she had done anything to upset me, but simply because I was missing home. I was thinking something. She just randomly popped up and asked me, hey, have I done something to upset you? Is everything all right between us? And I was like, yeah, everything is all right. Please don't think that I'm not talking to you. That means I'm angry with you. I was just thinking about my home. I was missing home. It's that simple. 90% of the time, people are not even thinking about it. They're thinking about themselves. So stop assuming shit. It's easier once you do it. पहले थोड़ा डर लगता है because कैसे बात करेंगे? We never have had any deep conversations या फिर ऐसे बात करेंगे तो that person might think of me as a weirdo. Again, don't take anything personally. You're not a weirdo. But yeah, just ask that person. Once you become aware of the cycle, you will catch yourself and you will start asking more and more questions and your overthinking will get down. And finally, always do your best. जो भी करो अपना बेस्ट करो ना. बेस्ट का मतलब ये नहीं है कि आपको 100% परफेक्शन के साथ करना है. नहीं, बेस्ट का मतलब ये है कि आपको अपना 100% एफर्ट देना है ताकि जब आप वो काम कंप्लीट करो या चाहे ना करो आपको एटलीस्ट ये satisfaction हो that I gave my best. I couldn't have done it any better than I have already done it. Given the circumstances, given all the work that I did, I performed the best way that I could. I couldn't have done it in a better way. It is an important point to note कि आपका बेस्ट ना हर दिन अलग होगा. Some days हमारी एनर्जीज लो होती है, कभी कभी हम अपने पीरियड्स पे होते हैं, कभी कभी मूड अच्छा नहीं होता, and that's pretty normal. It's human to have all those mood swings. Important ये है कि आपका attempt honest है, आप honestly try कर रहे हो. Because trust me, when you don't try honestly, no, आपके अंदर से ना एक आवाज़ बोलेगी कि you didn't do enough, it wasn't good, you know you didn't. You just know you didn't. The voice down in your heart will be ready to pinpoint that you made this mistake and you made that mistake. कभी कभी we overthink it, but majority of the times ना जब हम अपना best नहीं देते, we do feel guilt, we do feel regret. But when you give your 100% efforts, for example, you have a test, you couldn't score 100% marks, but you gave your 100%. Yeah, you studied कंसिस्टेंटली. आपने 2 घंटे ही पढ़ाई करी है, बट आपने 2 घंटे फुल फोकस के साथ पढ़ाई करी है, चाहे बाद में आपने क्या करा हो. अगर एग्जाम की रात को आपको प्रिपेयर फील हुआ है, सो दैट्स बिकॉज यू हैव गिवन योर 100% एफर्ट. अगले दिन आप एग्जाम में भले ही 100% स्कोर ना कर पाओ, बट आफ्टर आप एग्जाम से निकलोगे आपको ये फीलिंग तो रहेगा दैट ओके, आई गेव माई बेस्ट. उन 2 घंटों में मैंने जितनी पढ़ाई करी है ना, मैं अगर 6 घंटे बैठती तो शायद आधा घंटा उसमें से मेरे को प्रोक्रेस्टिनेट करने में चला जाता. बट 2 घंटे मैंने फुल फोकस के साथ पढ़ाई करी है एंड आई नो आई हैड प्रिपेयर्ड वेल, आई हैड एवरीथिंग मेमोराइज्ड एंड स्टिल फॉर सम रीजन maybe I panicked, maybe the paper was difficult, I couldn't do well in the paper, but it's okay, I tried my best, I'll do better next time. When you do your best, there is no regret, no guilt. चाहे result जो भी हो, you are proud of yourself that you gave your best. Slowly, this mindset makes you consistent because now you're not striving for perfection. You drop the need to be perfect all the time. आपके दिमाग से वो प्रेशर हट जाता है. All you have to do is show up and do your best. Thank you everyone for watching till the end. If you're still there, I hope this video helped you somehow. My channel is growing, but it is growing pretty slowly, so I am hoping to reach 100 subscribers at least by May. It's a big dream to get to 50 subscribers by a month, but I genuinely want to grow this YouTube channel, and I want to get a silver play button. I know it's a really far-fetched dream right now, but I genuinely want to do that. So anyway, if you like the video, do like, share and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.